Word is boss.
Hey, yo, cuzzo.
Cuz, what's going on over there?
Chilling, baby. You already know. Is this thing on or what?
It is on. Word is bars.
Welcome to Word is Bars, everybody. It's your boy, the Jaester, 718, Brooklyn's very own lumberjack.
Woo.
And hip-hop's twin brother.
That's right.
Here with my cousin Jace, a.k.a. Fluency MC, the teacher, trainer, and knowledge entertainer.
Oh, and the high stress drainer, language explainer.
You know, Jace and I, with our history of, you know, being hip-hop heads from young, you know, like Jace and I were both DJs. You know, we both know how to do graffiti. We both used to dabble with breakdancing. And he uses raps and lyrics right now to teach English. And I used to write rhymes and raps. So I feel like, you know, we have an interesting perspective, being that we were there from the beginning. And what we're trying to do is help break down words and the bars out, right? Well, break them out of, like, you know, what the artist is trying to convey to the fans.
As this is the very first Word is Bars, the debut, we wanted to bring you something really special.
Y'all ready? I don't think y'all ready.
I'm not sure, but hey, ready or not,
I know everybody behind me's ready.
That's for certain. That's for certain, man. They're all waiting for this. Ladies and gentlemen, Coast Contra.
Those boys have now and next. Like if they step to the basketball court, they come with the team.
Break that down. Break that down. What is that? What is that now and next? I love that, man.
There's like, you know, you come to the basketball court, right? There's a lot of people waiting. There's already a full court going on. It's mad competitive. And, you know, you come with your team and you either ask who has next, or people, you know, they'll tell you I have next right now, like the next I have. And then it's basically like your next. When you claim your next, it has to be respected by other people, or else you can get punked. You can get punked for your next.
Word is boss.
All right. So without further ado, everybody, it's Coast Contra, Kith Freestyle.
Whole world gone mad, everybody tripping, acting out of character. Is this an audition? Why y'all think we formed this rap coalition? Cause y'all on bullshit and we don't want to listen. Nah, we don't want to listen.
Yo, Jay, I love how Ras Austin just, you know, going back to that, like, you know, we got now and next basketball metaphor when you come to the park. And now the team is on the court, right?
Right.
Ras Austin is the point guard.
Like setting up the play.
The slick wordplay of, like, you know, everybody, the whole world's tripping. And he said, people acting out of character. Is this an audition?
What I love too is that it's kind of like a hook at the beginning of the song. I don't know if they ever done something like that before. And what it makes me feel like is a kind of level of confidence that people watching know who they are. Like they used to have to kind of bust out with, like, you know, their craziest stuff right away, because it was like they were trying to make sure people recognize who they were. Like you know what I mean? I feel like now, and what he's saying, like the words he's choosing, I think they know they got a bigger fan base, and people coming, a lot of them, maybe even most of them at this point, know what they're gonna see. You know, know what's coming next. You know.
Let's get back and see what the point guard does. Let's go, Tosh.
Nah, we don't want to listen. Spit fire, who you think started this pit fire? The avatar with the bars, boy, I been fire. Turn your day off to a layoff, this big fire. In my kids attire.
Rio Los.
So Rio Los comes in with all this energy, talking about the avatar, and he's, you know, he freaking the airbender. But he's been fire, like from back in the days, but he also bends fire because he's the freaking avatar.
That kind of sounds like bending the bars, man.
So after he goes into the whole avatar airbender, I've been fire, like from back in the days, and he bends fire. Then he goes into, like, you want to take a day off as a rapper? Your day off is gonna turn into a layoff. A big fire, like you getting fired from your job as a rapper.
Yeah, that's hot. Yeah, I definitely didn't catch that the first time.
Nah, spit fire, who you think started this pit fire? The avatar with the bars, boy, I been fire. Turn your day off to a layoff, this big fire. In my kids attire,
they don't drip like this. Some do, but not just like this. No shame, it took years just to get like this.
like
Met your
this.
chick, she was cute with a list. Made out with her, she was like, I ain't never kissed like this.
Now Eric Jamal comes in, right? With his little slick talk. Each one of them has to mention the brand Kith in their freestyle, in their verse.
But the way they did it is just
the way each one does it is so, so Eric Jamal says, yeah, I met this girl, she was cute, and she talked with a lisp. And when I kissed her, when I made out with her, she said, I ain't never kissed like this.
That's perfect, man. Leave it to Eric Jamal to think of something like that, man.
Hold on. Yo, you guys approve? And going back to the basketball team metaphor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Taj passed it. Set up the whole play, passed it to Rio Los.
Mm-hmm.
Rio Los did the hey dribble pump fake, and now the behind the back pass to Eric Jamal.
And usually, correct me if I'm wrong, but usually they don't move that quickly, that early. Like usually it's like a long verse from each person. No.
True. That's true.
They don't drip like this. Some do, but not just like this. No shame, it took years just to get like this. Met your chick, she was cute with a list. Made out with her, she was like, I ain't never kissed like this. Yeah, homie, chef kiss. Next is no look past.
So as Ras Austin comes in, right? Eric Jamal gave him the pass with the make out kiss,
right?
Kith lift joint, right? Ras starts off with the mwah, chef kiss. Right? And then he says, I'm putting magic in this. I'm doing no look passes.
No look passes, yeah.
No look passes. I'm putting magic in this shit. So going back to, look, they didn't even know we was going to talk about, they got now and next basketball metaphor, and we all in the same alignment with the shit.
but I just got it this time. Like I got the magic, the basketball magic part. I thought it was cool. He's talking about magic, like putting magic in the song, but I didn't know there was already a reference to the chef. You know what I mean? Like to me, that was cool enough. But for them, they would never do that if there hadn't been some reference before to cooking.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like yeah, homie, chef kiss. Next is no look passes. I'm putting magic in this next dish.
What's that cooking?
The best shit. Curry over goats. We underrated on some step shit.
Yeah.
Oh my God. What's that cooking? The best shit.
The pausing, man. The pausing is like it's impeccable.
What's that cooking?
Impeccable.
The best shit. He just tasted his magic he put in the fucking sauce. You know what I'm saying? Then he goes, curry over goat. So curry over goat, like Steph Curry, but the seasoning curry over goat. But then he's probably like a Steph Curry fan over LeBron James because they think LeBron James is the GOAT or somebody else is the GOAT. But he thinks Steph Curry is the GOAT. So curry over goat. And then he says we underrated on some Steph shit. Like Steph Curry is underrated and he's over.
I see. I didn't get that, man. I didn't get that part.
We underrated on some Steph shit. And when he says Steph, he goes like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I just didn't get the underrated part. I was getting the basketball. First of all, man, the crazy thing about them, I'm sure you agree, is that if he wanted to, man, he could keep going with that basketball food thing for another 12 bars.
Word is boss.
Yeah, homie, chef kiss. Next is no look passes. I'm putting magic in this next dish.
What's that cooking?
The best shit. Curry over goats. We underrated on some step shit.
Yeah.
We really been scratching it, itching it. Run on a mission and moving with rhythm and graffiti buildings and speaking through lyrics and
Real hip hop is what you've been missing.
When it goes back to Taj, he goes into this way of almost like describing like the elements of hip hop in like poetic ways, where he talks about DJing, rapping, graffiti and knowledge of self and breakdancing. The way I'm not saying it in the same order that he broke it down, but when we replay it, you're gonna see what I'm thinking about.
We really been scratching it, itching it. Run on a mission and moving with rhythm and graffiti buildings and speaking through lyrics and
Real hip hop is what you've been missing.
Catching words that I like. I'm catching rhymes, but I'm not seeing like the big picture. I'm not seeing the big picture. You know what I mean? Like the elements, man. Like you said.
He said he said the first one was DJing, scratching and itching. And then he said some shit like moving with rhythm, and that's breakdancing.
And graffiti on the buildings.
And he said graffiti, basically walking by graffiti on the buildings, and then speaking with lyricism, some shit like that. Speaking with lyricism, right? Then he said he says the knowledge of self was he said grinding and something. That was the one, the knowledge of self.
Yo, we really been scratching it, itching it, grind on a mission and moving with rhythm and graffiti buildings and speaking through lyrics and real hip hop is what you've been missing. Okay, it's Coast Contra. 4 monsters will conquer any king dumb enough thinking that they can stop us. Talk heavy to enlighten, go Blanca. When you
fucking Eric's an asshole. He just comes in like with the whole like first of all, always the dope energy, and then he has this dope ass wordplay joint where he bends the word kingdom. He's like
dumb.
He's like, ain't no king is dumb enough to the four Coast Contra, 4 monsters can't conquer any king dumb enough to fucking what?
Okay, it's Coast Contra. 4 monsters will conquer any king dumb enough thinking that they can stop us. Talk heavy to enlighten, go Blanca. When you hear the mantra.
Talk heavy to enlighten, go Blanca. That's like a freaking Street Fighter reference to the character Blanca, who's from Brazil, and like was like this monster, that when got mad. If you press the punch button mad fast, have like an electric force field, and that shit would hurt.
Oh yeah, so I never really played Street Fighter, so I don't even that's wow.
And so he basically said, talk something to enlighten, and go Blanca. To enlighten people's heads, but also to enlighten your ass with fucking lightning coming out my skin because motherfucker had lightning powers. And his name was Blanca.
Contra, 4 monsters will conquer any king dumb enough thinking that they can stop us. Talk heavy to enlighten, go Blanca. When you hear the mantra. Contra. Please don't cease when I find beats. I throw tantrum, I showboat with all my flows. I am anchor, we don't diss, we throw a fist like Black Panther.
Like when he finds the beat and he gets so animated, it's like he's throwing like a MC tantrum on the mic.
Right.
It's like when kids get their ass beat and they find beats by their parents and get beat, they throw a tantrum and be like, he said, I showboat and something in my flows. I am anchor. Like he anchors.
I got that, but I saw the anchor was capitalized. So I'm like, is this another character? Is this something? Because it's capitalized, man.
Okay.
Because that's what I noticed about them. When it's capitalized, it's probably another meaning of anchor. Anchor, like who's anchor? Some character in somewhere, comic book or something I'm not aware of. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's true. That's a good point. Going into the flow scheme, right? Talking about flows.
Flow the boat.
He showboats. He is the anchor.
Please don't cease when I find beats. I throw tantrum, I showboat with all my flows. I am anchor. We don't diss, we throw a fist like Black Panthers. When you hear this anthem, Contra. Caution of my flows, I warn you they're very hot. Rappers try my flows, I watch them hit belly flops. Calling me a hero, paint murals on every block. I'm feeling like status shock, boy. Ayo, it's so easy a caveman can do it. Why you can't do it? Coast Contra flows too fluid. Those stones we rock right through it. Punchline after punchline, hook leave rappers black and bluish. Hip hop bitch, you can't sue his best group out. Thought you knew it.
What I want to say about that little segment right there is like one, his unorthodox flow is so freaking dope. Don't even know where the rhyme's gonna land. It can land here this time, then it lands here the other time.
True. So what? So it went all the way to belly flops. It's still the water thing.
He's talking about the flow. He's talking about the flow, right? So all those little that whole flow scheme, right? But then he also says, but then the other thing I was going to talk about is the coordination of the ad libs of the group. So when he said, "Be careful with my flow, because really it's very hot," they all said like this. But while he was saying that, they all said, "Tss."
Yeah.
And like you see the shit in the back, it's like a performance, bro. Like,
well, yeah, and it's funny, man. You could even argue that it's still back to like that chef and the cooking, and it's like
right.
The bigger theme of like just that off at the beginning that like we're better than everyone else. So it's like what we're doing is like we're gonna keep talking about it and hot and spicy and right.
Nice. Hell yeah. So then pretty much after Eric Jamal gets into that, flow scheme pocket and demonstrates his freaking awesomeness, he passes it right to Rio.
The echoes from the silent remind them the twinkle in their eyes was the stars in alignment. Time tells all, I got the details arriving, and if you close your eyes, you can retrace the mileage.
He just basically starts off saying like the twinkle in their eye is basically the alignment of the stars. And when he talks about like light years, you know how like when you look at stars, you're looking at old stars.
Okay, I didn't get that reference.
And so like the time, he makes some reference about time, when you're looking up, you see an old time coming back, coming down to you. And then if you close your eyes, you can follow like the path of that history. Like it's this, it's like cosmic bars.
I definitely need to listen to that again because I didn't catch all that.
The echoes from the silent remind them the twinkle in their eyes was the stars in alignment. Time tells all, I got the details arriving, and if you close your eyes, you
twinkle in their eyes with the stars in alignment. First he starts off saying the echo, you hear the echo from the silence, so you out in space, right?
Right, yeah. The delay, both like in sound and time and light.
They want me to forget so I can blame my environment. Drugs, corruption, killers, thieves, violence, guns, pollution, hunger, steel, surviving, fighting through the noise of police sirens.
This fucking guy, that was just, that whole transition to the whole other energy was just dope. When he was going through all those, listing all the things that basically he said, they want me to forget that I went through all these things, so I could blame it on my upbringing, or like where I grew up and stuff like that.
Environment, yeah.
And then he starts basically listing all the all the boots on his neck that he's supposed to forget that happened.
Shit, between a rock and a hard place is where you find me. Rocking the mic like a baby that keeps crying. Te tumbo la peluca, la única persona con más tumbao grito azúcar.
Rock it like a baby.
They're rocking a hard place. That's where you gonna find me, rocking the mic like a baby who can't stop crying, whatever. They say, "Wah, te tumbo la peluca," like I'll knock your wig off.
Right. So I kind of got that. I mean, I mean, I can speak basic Spanish, but I don't get like the wordplay, obviously, or even like the street references and stuff.
He goes into the te tumbo la peluca. That's like that's the other side of like, when you grow up, experiencing all those stressors, you're quick to knock somebody's wig off if you have to.
Right. So what else did he say before you stopped it? Because then he keeps going after that.
So he said, after he said te tumbo la peluca, he said the only person that ever knocked him down was the same person that screamed azúcar, and azúcar means sugar. But
okay, I was thinking it was a verb. So I'm thinking azúcar. Okay.
But he's talking about, he's using the wordplay of like, he's talking about Celia Cruz.
Okay.
Celia Cruz has
salsa queen.
Right? And so she has a song called, that has a timbao, something like that, like timbao in the
okay.
And so when he said te tumbo la peluca, I'll knock your wig off, he said la only persona que me tumbao, the only person that ever knocked me down was the person who screamed azúcar, which is a song that, two Celia Cruz songs, one azúcar and one fucking timbao. La única persona que me tumbao, my fault, tumbao, I think it's called.
Okay.
I could be messing up the Spanish, but
yeah, man. I mean, no, we're just.
So he's talking about Celia Cruz in that joint right there, and used wordplay to talk about two of her songs that said the only person that ever knocked him down was the person that screamed azúcar.
Te tumbo la peluca, la única persona con más tumbao grito azúcar. Pa la USA me fui detrás la luca. Want the loot, mi gente necesita ayuda. Hit the booth, todo lo que escucho es basura. 1, 2, los dejo frito como yuca.
Well, everything I hear in the booth is trash.
Yeah.
I come over here basically to, be able to send money back to my people because they need help. He said, Y'all so trash in the booth, y'all basura. He said, I'll leave you fried like yuca.
Hit the booth, todo lo que escucho es basura. 1, 2, lo dejo frito como yuca.
I take the kingpin approach line for line. Don't let the smile fool you. My style dope. Don't need a plug, but more power to you. Straight out the jungle, bout here with the crowds of tiger. While his stomach rumbles, they man the brand make the hallelujah, brother. I'm wild. Ain't get hot style quick.
Taj gets into all this kung fu stuff. Start talking about, you know, he getting the crouching tiger stuff. Position and freaking mantis hallelujah, but it's like there's always some spiritual mixture of like,
and it's also dope because I'm not a big kung fu guy, so I'm focusing more on the jungle, the animals thing. So it's like things going on. It's like the animals, it's the jungle thing and the kung fu thing, like
exactly
seamlessly, like in parallel.
Exactly.
You know,
it's like the kith weavings of the shirts they're wearing, of the jackets they're wearing, seamless.
Don't let the smile fool you, my style dope. Don't need a plug, but more power to you. Straight out the jungle, bout here with the crowds of tiger. While his stomach rumbles, they man the brand make the hallelujah, brother. I'm wild, ain't get hot style quick. That's right, I want what's old, like I feel nostalgic. Fuck around, make this a sci-fi flick. Clock Wars episode 3, Revenge of the Kith.
He said he's dope. I don't need a plug, but more power to you. Plug is like a hip hop term, street term for like, you know, a connection.
right?
Like if you have a connection with somebody who can get you, you know, things. It doesn't have to always be drugs, but you know, it could be sneakers. Exactly. And also, I think he kind of drives that home when he says more power to you.
Right. Just exactly.
Like he's still messing with the plug connection metaphor with electricity and the connection and the power you get from getting connected with plug.
Right.
Plus saying you're not doing that, more power to you if you're gonna do that.
Well, that's interesting. I get that now, but I was also thinking like kind of like, you know, it was lifted like I bring more power to you too. It's like without the plug, it could be, you know what I mean? Like more power to you, you guys, that's your thing, not my thing, but also like without the plug, I bring more power to you. Like
that's dope. The other thing I wanted to say about that, about Taj's verse is, you know, his little slick way of saying kith. He used like his Star Wars reference, you know, which is episode 3, Revenge of the Kith.
Fuck around, make this a sci-fi flick. Clock Wars episode 3, Revenge of the Kith. Act like you ain't seen this guy body fabric with that man. Dress me in real fashion with that man. You gotta follow suit, stop slacking, I fly non-stop. Plus I'm aware of what's happening. Yeah, you looking at the God MC in his prime. Infinite lines that rhyme forever. This the flow of time. This rap shit is gonna be ours any minute now. So they clocking, watching how we get down.
So that whole like clothing thing, attire, like, you know,
exactly.
What I love is like you said earlier, they all have to like shout out the name of the company and everything else, but then they just he ran with it. Like, you know, he was like, okay, let's just keep it. So there was a lot going on there.
He
attire and clothing and wear and aware.
He said he's from he said he got that God body fabric. So they you know, they think they have I want to say they have some, like their spirituality is very high. Like I don't know exactly.
Talking about 5%ers? You talking about something else?
So that's 5%ers is a God body reference, but I'm not sure if they follow.
I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know them well enough. But anyway,
but they're very like God and spirituality is always in their stuff, in their writing. So for he's saying, you know, he got that God body fabric, and he goes into the fashion and like and so, you know, it's like when you say, you know, that phrase, we're not cut from the same cloth.
Yeah.
He goes into that whole, you know, like scheme. We're not cut from the same cloth scheme.
Act like you ain't seen this guy body fabric with that man. Dress me in real fashion with that man. You gotta follow suit, stop slacking, I fly non-stop.
Yeah, the address thing I just got now, man. And that's the thing, like how many times I already heard that, and I just didn't even get the address, more clothing references.
Address, man, some other stuff. The God follows suit.
The follow suit, I was so focusing on the follow suit, like a suit, slacks, trousers, slacks. Oh.
And also when you're talking about like God and spirituality, like you know, church and stuff like that, like you go in slacks to
I didn't think about that.
But people, you know, like they use the slacking, like the slacking kind of wordplay with always talking about like either church or, you know, Like, the only time you ever catch me slacking is in church. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, okay, I kind of remember rhymes like that, but I definitely didn't catch it there.
Yeah, you looking at the God MC in his prime, infinite lines that rhyme forever. This the flow of time. This rap shit is gonna be ours any minute now. So they clock and watch how we get down.
Think about that God MC reference. Because like when I hear God MC, I think Rakim immediately.
yeah, that's fact.
And so when he said I'm the God MC in his prime, it's like, is he saying like I'm like Rakim
Nice.
when Rakim was in his prime?
Yeah. That's a good catch. That's a good catch.
Well, no, but then I'm wondering, is he saying that, or is he also just saying like,
yes,
you're watching the God MC like I'm the God MC in my
both.
yeah.
Ask him, he's right here.
Any minute now, so they clock and watch how we get down. Hey yo, I'm back, Ras, the flow guard. I'm back, Ras, can run shit with no yards. In fact, it sound like I'm back. They spinal cords attached to ox cords. The way they run it back, the shit is gonna impact your posture. We realign and rap, now make space for the next take on the great white shark. It's jaws dropping.
Ras just like he goes into like a whole like the whole back like chiropractor freaking scheme is just like running back, all these different back things, like taking it back like an auxiliary cord.
Yeah.
He said basically like the whole back is running back, like historically running back, and then it's the way it attaches. He said, and his raps are gonna help you improve your posture, and he's gonna realign your shit. He said like
I'm back, Ras can run shit with no yards. In fact, it sound like I'm back. They spinal cords attached to ox cords. The way they run it back, the shit is gonna impact your posture. We realign and rap, now make space for the next take on the great white shark. It's jaws dropping. When I make my art, yellow text for them hard to read and say by heart. How many days I fought? Bet you don't know. Trained till exhaust in the dojo. Had to smash that, got the stack of them writers block. I am hip hop, ask my pop, ask all my mom and them. Y'all rap the same little rap name. These kids homonyms.
Gotta shout out Ras Cass.
But is that am I wrong, or is that the first time they even said something about their dad before?
They definitely make reference to their dad in their rhymes, but I've never heard a connection, and I could be wrong too, but I've never heard a connection of asking their dad to co-sign them on a hip hop thing.
Yeah.
On a hip hop,
Again, I think they're getting stronger. They're getting more sure of themselves.
And to also bring up their mom. Shout out to
who's also a singer.
Tidra Jones, I think her name is.
She's a singer. I don't know what did she do.
She's an R&B singer. She's an R&B singer. Yeah, I think her name is Tidra Jones. I think. Like
pop ask my pop ask all my mom and them. Y'all rap the same little rap name. These kids homonyms. I don't even see the harm in them. Coach, you can feel the ambience. We floating above consciousness. The most high can compliments. The most I can accomplish is the best. One flex, one chest, none one consequence. Guidelines are the guidelines for the minds of men. Authorized for this dominance. We on the rise, spitting rhymes with kid. This coast Contra, the live is click.
There we go. Apartment 505. Word is bars.
You already know. Give Coast, all their props. You guys got now and next as far as hip hop, as far as the hip hop basketball game is concerned. Stay tuned, stay safe.
Peace. Respect.
Peace.
Word is boss.